so I can post this video later. All right. So two things we're looking at are number one here. You have this rectangle. So for that rectangle, we'll do area equals base times height. So that's 5 and 8, I believe. So area of the rectangle is 5 times 8, which is 3. And then you have the area of this triangle here, this green one. But that's negative in space. So you're actually just going to subtract it. So the area of this green triangle, for a triangle, its area equals 1/2 base times height. So A equals 1/2. The base is, oh, I drew over it. What is that, 3? Yeah, that's 3. So this is 3 here, and then this is 5, because it's the same as the red one. So 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Half of 15 is 7.5. So A equals 7.5. So for number one here, it's the 40 minus 7.5 is 40 minus 7.5 is 32.5. That's this one. So whenever you do these, you just split them up into the shapes that you have. So like, let's hit number 5 here. Unless you guys want to go over a different one. Any takers? Sweet. Yeah, so you do this one. This is one where you'll be adding them. So you have these two shapes. So the red one is 5 by 4. 5 times 4 is 20. The green one, it's 1/2. The base is 5. The height is 2. I'm assuming this is 5 right here, and this is 4. That's what it looks like. This is 2. So 5 times 2 is 10. Half of 10 is 5. So the answer to this one is 25. This is composite shapes. Okay, let's go over some other stuff. Stop trying. Get my cursor down here. Insert another photo. Okay, so we're going to look at triangular prisms. That's this one. So 3 and 5, oh, actually 5 and, actually just 5 is a triangular prism. So there's 3 things defined in this triangular prism. I'm going to do this one because it has more space. I know you didn't get assigned this one, but you'll be all right. So triangular prism, you need the lateral area. So the lateral area is the perimeter times the height. Okay. So the perimeter, you have 12 here. So that's 12. Perimeter is 12 plus, this is 5 here, plus this is 10 here. So 12 plus 5 plus 10, that's 17. 27 is the perimeter. So for the lateral area, part A, it's 27 times 7. 27 times 7. Lateral area is 189. Total surface area. So for part B, you take that 189 and then you add 2 times 1/2 the base of the triangle is 12. And then the height of the triangle is 4.1. So 189 plus 2 times 6 times 4.1. So this one is surface area total is 238.2. And then the last thing is the volume. So volume is area of the base. So 1/2 12 times 4.1 times the height, which is 7. I'm skipping steps here, but I'm narrating it. So if you're just watching, you should probably listen also. I'm sure you guys are listening, just like for when people are watching this video later. Base times height, and this is the height. Oh, that's confusing. They're different heights. Okay, 0.5 times 12 times 4.1 times 7. So the volume of this one is 172.2. Volume equals 172.2. Okay, so the other one was the radius versus the diameter. So a good question that you asked. When you're doing the formulas, like whichever formula it is, 1/2, so pi r squared. Area is pi r squared. Total surface area is actually lateral area is circumference times height. And then the surface area is circumference times height plus 2 times the area of the base. What else is there? Then circumference equals pi times d. So these are the 4 formulas. Actually, there's one more formula. And then there's also volume. Volume is, I think it's just area of the base times height. Area of the base times height. Okay, so what you're talking about was this R, this D. Anytime you have an R, so R equals D over 2, and then D equals 2R. So they're really interchangeable. So what you were finding was correct. Like you could write this formula here as pi D over 2 squared. And then you could write this formula over here as pi 2 times R. They're really interchangeable. So it works just fine. So I'm going to stop this recording and then go over more questions.